Shivam, everybody, welcome to a new day of Kinkini for Kids. And what is today? I want all of you to unmute and tell me. I don't know what is today. What is it today?
Miracle
Miracle
Monday!
Monday. Miracle Monday.
That's right. Awesome.
Miracle Monday.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's Miracle Mondays, and we have a special Sanatana Sakshi today, who is uh, Divya ji. Yes, that is Divya ji, and she's one of our very important members, and she does something truly different and special from so many adults that I know personally, and possibly you also. So I want to dive right into it. Let's just find out from her what is it that she does. Divyama, could you tell us what is it that you do? There is your passion involved in it, and so let's reveal that to the kids. You
Thank
are
you, Nutana. I'm so excited to share with all these little children here what I like to do. For me, the happiest moment is when I am there with parents when they welcome little Devis and Devtas like you into this world. So I am there assisting mothers at the time of birth, and that is as a doula.
yeah, that's right.
So, yeah.
Divyama is a doula. How many of you have heard or know what a doula is? Have you heard about this word called doula? Yeah, very few of you. I see only two hands raised. Yeah, and one of them is Yami. I wonder why you know Yami. We'll keep that a surprise. Okay, so yeah, so Divyama, see, most of the kids don't know what a doula is or what does a doula do. So why don't you just explain to us what is it when you mean that you're a doula?
Okay. So when you eat your food, do you know how it gets digested? You can feel no good happening in your stomach. It is getting digested. And then when it is done with all the digestion, you feel the urge to remove whatever is not digested, right? So the process of growing a baby and giving birth is like how you breathe. When you're breathing, are you taking in hydrogen and oxygen and okay, I must breathe out carbon dioxide? Are you doing all that? You're doing it by yourself. It's happening on its own, right? You're just breathing in, and by the baby ma's grace, your body knows what to breathe in, what to breathe out. Like that, your body is so miraculous. When two seeds join, it becomes a baby. It takes 9 months for a baby to grow. And like that, our bodies also know how to birth the babies. Sometimes some babies also need help, right? Of different people. There are so many people who help. Like you have doctors, you have nurses, you have midwives. One of them is like a doula. So my role is very special because unlike doctors and nurses and midwives, I don't have to sit and write numbers and charts and all of that. My role is to remind the mother that she already knows how to do this. You know why? Because we've all done this so many times in so many lifetimes. We've given birth, we've been born, right? All of us have something in common. We are all born, isn't it? We were all in our mother's womb before being born. And each of us must be here for 9 years or 10 years or 11 years, or in case of Nutan mine, somewhat longer than that. But we all have this in common that we all came from our creator, who is Devi Ma or Bhagwan, through our mother into this world, right? So my role is a non-medical role. So I will not give any medicine or, do any technical job. My role is to encourage the mother, to give her so much of encouragement that you don't need any medical pain relief, because the birth process is very simple when your mindset and you're calm. Like how we did calm breathing now, right? You all did some breathing from your heart. When you breathe from your heart, then even if you had a fight with your sibling before you came here, don't you feel better after that? Right? So, this is some of the things that we do together. When I am with a mother during her process of birth and just when the baby is being born.
So
Did I
beautiful.
clarify?
Did you understand? So basically, Divyama, we can say a doula is like a wise and warm friend to the mother and the baby. Can we say that? Yeah. When we simplify it further. So are you able to understand what a doula is? What a doula does? Yeah. She's like a warm and wise friend to the pregnant mother and the baby inside.
And the
Great.
father and the mother's family too.
Of course.
Because
Yes.
for
How
all
can
of
I
them,
forget?
somebody who's been through the process and is not afraid makes so much of a difference.
Makes a big difference. I agree. Yes, absolutely. So, with that piece of information, Divya Ma is going to give us some of her stories, her life experiences as stories. And she's here today with a couple of stories. And so, let's hear it from you, Divya Ma.
Okay. So when I was, like you all know, I was very fond of little children. Like all of you might be having any small babies, either in your home or in your neighborhood or cousins. No? So I used to love playing with little babies, being with them, spending time with them. So I was always fond of little children. Okay. And then I grew up and I forgot about it. I went to work, I did something else. And then after I got married, when I wanted to have little children like y'all in my family, I remembered again. And this time, how Aryamba, Shiva Guru, these were Adi Shankaracharya's parents, okay? They had prayed to Lord Shiva to give them, bless them with a baby who is divine and wise, just like Lord Shiva himself. Okay. So me and my entire family, we went to a place called Chinmaya International Foundation. It's near Cochin. Okay. And there is a room. And you won't believe it. In that room, there is a lamp which is always burning. And that lamp is to remind everybody that in that room, Adi Shankaracharya was born. So, how his parents prayed to Lord Shiva and requested him to bless them with a baby who's just as divine like Shiva himself. And in that place, me and my husband and my husband's parents, we all went together and we prayed for a miracle in our lives. You know how even Ramji's father, you know who's Ramji's father?
Dashrath.
Dashrath Maharaj. How even he did a Putra Kameshti Yajna, praying for a child, right? Like that, we did a small prayer praying for a child in our family because both of us are the eldest, and we wanted to have little, human being in our homes to bless, to help them and help us learn and grow together. So we went there and we did the prayer, and you won't believe it. Exactly 9 months after that, we had a small baby boy come into our family. And this was such a miracle because in my experience, in my experience, before that, we had a small baby who came into our family and he didn't stay for long. So for me, this was a miracle that Adi Shankaracharya ji, Lord Shiva, Devi Ma blessed us with this beautiful baby and we became parents. So it was very, very beautiful for me to learn all these stories and grow like this. Okay. And then you won't believe it. After my son, older one, was about 2 years old, we wanted to have a sibling. You all ask your parents, we want a brother or we want a sister. I can see many of you, two of you together. It's so much fun, no? For you to have somebody in the house to play with and be friends with at home. No? So that next time when we wanted another child to come into our family with our older son, we all went to Devi Ma's abode. This was in Kerala, in the tip of our country, which is the other end, the north, which is the state right on top.
Who can guess?
Anybody knows?
Yes, Shashank.
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra is
Little
one
more up
guess.
there.
Little more
Little
up.
more north. It also
Okay.
starts with A.
Himalaya.
Wait,
Which
your
one?
turn is over, Shashank. Wait, we go to Vishruth.
Ladakh.
Okay, not too far. Starts with K.
Yes, Manu.
Kashmir.
Yes. So we
Lakshmi.
went to a temple called Vaishno Devi, which is in Jammu and Kashmir, that side. Okay. The Devi Mata's temple is right on top of a hill. And we climbed and we climbed and we climbed. That time my son was 2 years old. So we carried him and we climbed almost 14 kilometers, 7, 8 hours for Devi Ma's darshan. And we were so happy. We had such a wonderful divine blessing there. And just like how Arimba and Shivaguru were blessed with a baby boy, the first time when they prayed to Lord Shiva, and Adi Shankaracharya blessed us with a baby boy the first time. This time, Devi Ma herself came to our family as a beautiful girl. So we prayed for a divine child with, uh, wise qualities and good qualities. And this Devi came to us, was born as our daughter in about 10 months. And these experiences inspired me so much to go and help other families, because both of them came in such beautiful ways to help me learn and help each of us to help each other to grow together. That I decided, okay, I know what, if I want to be a teacher, I want to teach little children even before they come into this world physically, when they are inside their mummy's wombs. So that's what inspired me to become a doula in the first place. These two divine children coming into my family. And you know what? There's one more beautiful miracle. As part of this doula role, I have been witnessing so many miracles. Okay. So many times, the mothers and the fathers and the families, they have different problems, different difficulties. And these little children, do you know that a baby can heal their mother also when they are in their mother's womb? Have you heard of this? See, the two cells, they know which one to become. They know whether to become a kidney or a heart or a brain, right? They come with all knowledge inside them, right? So even if the mama has any problem, when she has a baby in her womb, this baby will help the mama heal too. So I have seen so many miracles because I'm blessed to be with mamas and babies and papas when they're, divine children are being born. So I'll tell you one more story of a beautiful baby who came into our family very recently. Okay. So before I come and meet any babies and take any classes or go for any birth, I always pray to Surya Devta, Chandra Devta, to all my gurus, to all my teachers, to all my mentors, that may my hands do your work. Okay? Because how much ever you read, how much ever you learn, no, you can never know everything, right? Like how our rishis had revelations when they sat in meditation, the whole knowledge of the universe came to them, no? So when you sit quietly and you remember Devi Ma and Bhagwan, all you need will come to you. So that's what I do before I go to my work, which is being there with mamas and babies when they come. So I just pray. Whatever is needed to be done, may my hands do your will. Okay. Like this, I went for a birth. This baby was my first niece, my children's first cousin. Okay. And after a long time, they also prayed for a baby to come into their family. My brother in law and his wife, for a long time, they prayed. Okay. Finally, Devi Ma heard their prayer also. And they had a beautiful daughter. And on the day of the birth, when I was there with them in the hospital, you won't believe it. Normally, we say prayer, right? We just said a prayer before we started the class today. We always say a prayer when the baby is coming, but sometimes we don't know how long it will take. It can take a few minutes, it can take a few hours, it can take a few days also. Okay. So what we did, we played Devi Kavacham on the phone. Like this, on the phone, we played Devi Kavacham. So it was playing in the background because we got tired singing the song all the time ourselves. So we played a music, Devi Kavacham, Devi Ma's bhajan on the phone. And we were all singing along in our mind while we were in the room where my sister-in-law was going to give birth. And I don't know how long it was playing. The phone had so little charge. Okay. And then the baby needed help. So they told me, you sit here, you don't come with us. We are going to take the mother to another room and help the baby be born. Okay. So I said, okay, I will sit here. But they said, we'll take your phone, but because we want Devi Kavacham to play in the background when the baby is being born. And I was like, okay, if I can't come, at least Devi Ma, the baby will listen to a very divine sound when the baby is being born. So let it be. And this whole process took about an hour or two. And when she went, I think my phone had some 8 or 9% charge. Now, on a normal time, when there is only 8 or 9% charge, it doesn't last for more than half an hour or, little more than that max. It was such a miracle for me to see that, everything was well with the baby, with the mother. When they came back, she had a beautiful daughter. And this was on Dashera, last year, Dashera. In fact, today's 13th, no, yesterday was her first birthday. She turned 1 year old yesterday. So when they came, the phone was still playing and it was still 8%, 9% charge. So it was such a miracle that for so many hours, it was like, there was this whole, literally, Devi Kavacham means, Kavacham is like an armor, right? Protection. You're using it when, you want to protect yourself from any bad influence or whatever, right? So it was like Devi Ma, Meera Ma, Babaji, all my gurus, all my teachers were there with her, protecting her, helping her, coming safely into the world. And I got to see a glimpse of it through this small, way in physically in the sense of the phone playing even without charge. It was continuously playing till she came back. And you won't believe it. This small girl who is 1 year old now is so calm. She's such a cute little, calm little baby. Very hardly she cries a little bit also. And I feel that the way the birth happened and her mother and father prayed for this divine soul to come into their life has helped this child to be like this. So this is a little miracle that I just wanted to share with all of you. Few miracles in my life. There's so many more.
So these two, Divyama, they were wonderful, wonderful stories. How many of you, what did you all feel? You all can unmute yourselves and you all can express, and even if you all have questions, we can bring it up now, Divyama. Can you imagine the phone was on 8% battery? It went along with the mother and the baby. And after they came out also, it was still at 8%. After how long, Divyama? You said 1.5 hours. Is it? Or more than that?
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. Wow. Wow. That was a really goosebump moment for me. Yes,
Yeah.
Shashank.
And it was playing in loop all along.
All the
Throughout
time.
it was playing.
When you put, how
Very
many
wonderful.
battery was there? When you put
8%. No, Divyama? Is that what your question was, Shashank? How much of the battery was remaining on the phone?
yeah, in starting when they put
Divyama, you'll have to answer.
From the
that.
starting, I don't know how much was there, but while I saw it last, like when she went away into the other room, at that time, I was not there with her. So when she went, it was so low, it was supposed to have finished off by then, right? Because it was quite a long time. But it was like because there was a prayer going on, and it was keeping all everybody's mindset in a positive frame of mind around. It felt like Devi Ma herself was there with them and did not let even something which is otherwise dependent on time and batteries. It was like time also stood still, everything came to a pause, and even battery did not die. It felt like that for me.
Yes. Yes, Prisha.
I didn't have a question, but I just wanted to tell I like those two
miracles, and also the second one was really shocking. How could a phone last long for almost 2 hours when it has only 8% battery? Like today, my laptop had just 15% battery and it off. I can't imagine. It's so shocking.
Thank you for sharing, Prisha. Yeah, it is a miracle. Really, it's a miracle. Yes, Anaira.
I wanted to share that the second miracle, the one about the phone staying on 8% charging for 2 hours. I was going to say that I'm pretty sure that Devi Ma only stopped time for that much time or while the baby was coming, and even if not time, because then nothing would have been happening, she stopped the battery from going.
Oh,
And
that's so sweet. So sweet. Such a sweet sentiment. Thank you, Anaira. Larry, did you have something to say? Anybody else? Any questions? Right. So I had a question, Divyama. How many babies, roughly, approximately in a month, do you tend to? How many families? How many births?
Okay.
When
So
it's a heavy
when
month. When it's a heavy month, let's say.
okay. So I don't take more than one or two max in a month because
Okay.
for each birth, I am literally 24/7 on call for about 4 weeks. So
I see.
imagine if I'm going anywhere, I have to be able to reach that mother or that family within 1 hour. So
Hmm.
my whole life for the month which I'm taking on a birth revolves around, okay, can I be there in 1 hour soon as she calls me? 24/7, which is even in the middle of the night, or when I'm having my lunch, if she calls, I quickly finish and then I go. So, and I have to make sure that I don't travel more than 1 hour away. So if I'm going from my house to, let's say, a mall, or I'm going to a temple, wherever I'm going, I have to make sure that it is within 1 hour distance of the family where I have to reach. So, because we don't know when babies come. They can come anytime within a 1 month period. They have something called as a approximate time when they will come, right? Like in your family you would know, okay, this babe, you were born the day before Diwali, or you were born about after Pongal. Each one will tell you stories of when you were born, right? So we know, okay, baby will come around Diwali, or baby will come around Navratri. So in that time, approximately 1 month before or after when baby comes, because they would like me to be there and help them during that time. My life also is like this, where they don't go too far. They take care of their food. They make sure that they are exercising well, sleeping well, so that they can be fresh any time of the day or night. All my life also revolves around how can I be there as soon as they call me. And that's how I manage my time too. So I don't do more than about maximum 2 births a month.
The nature of being a doula has to be so involved. That just goes to show me, Divyama, that you are so deeply loving and so passionate about, what you do. And there's so much of love in you that you give to these families and the babies, and you care so deeply. Thank you so much, Divyama, for joining us today. And we'd like to hear more and more baby stories from you. So do keep coming back and telling us more of your experiences. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nutanma. I'm happy to pay it forward. I had a doula at my birth and it made so much of a difference.
So,
And so many of the mothers I've supported have become doulas themselves. So I'm so happy to pay it forward. Thank you for
so
having me. I hope all of you children enjoyed listening to this too.
did you? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure everybody did. And there are so many more children who are listening to it off the record also. So I hope all of you have enjoyed listening to these stories, and Divyama will be back with more stories. Okay. Thank you. Now we'll move to the Shanti Patha. Yoga.